I was very quiet, very timid,
You?
very. I'm actually a massive introvert.
But
Yeah.
that you're a performer. People think I'm an extrovert, I'm an introvert.
Most of the work that I've done, a lot of people think I'm an extrovert, but that only happens with very, very close set of friends who really, really know me.
Where did this hunger to be a performer, be an actor, be on screen come from?
I did a few ads when I was in school, actually.
For what? Amul child would do the.
I did Parle G and I did
So I was close enough. Amul baby.
yeah, like biscuit brand and little bit here and
Because
there.
you have beautiful cheeks.
Shaktima. Listen, this is like it's the worst thing for camera, for an actor to have such a round face, goal.
Telling me,
Yeah, but men have a beard and they can make it all like something. You can't
oh,
do
you don't
that.
think I'm chiseled?
It definitely doesn't look round. This looks like a golgappa coming out like full watermelon.
Radha Ballavi.
Radha Wallaby, right here. See, there you go.
So what happened with the Parle-G ad?
So lots of ads happened, a little bit here and there, but I did a movie called Mun. I was in 5th grade. I just had so much fun shooting that film. I remember for about 10-15 days we were at some resort in Panvel. And the movie had Amir Khan, Anil Kapoor, Manisha Koirala, the first Khan I worked with, and
Was shabby, just
no, but I loved it. The fact that I didn't have to be me and the whole experience of it, of course, it's not just all fun and dance and all of it. There's a lot of struggle and there are a lot of just struggling days later on. But the fact remains that the moment the camera goes on, I get to be someone else, like this whole other human being, character.
that excites you.
That exciting. Because I get to wear these different masks every time.
So are you unhappy with your own life? Ye kya ho raha?
I'm very happy, but that's for me. That I'm coming to. A lot of therapy has been in place to work on myself. But yeah, but it's hard being an actor. It's
Why?
been very, very long.
Why is it hard?
I think
It's such a glamorous life. People
very, but all that
fawn over
glitters
you.
is not gold. You know that.
No?
No.
I thought
It
you have a
is
perfect life. Those rosy cheeks,
rosy
beautiful
cheeks.
shiny hair.
See, everything's out. The moment
bling.
everything goes off,
What happens when everything goes up?
I can't speak for others, but what I've heard, what I've seen,
What
and
you
also
felt?
experienced with myself as well. This whole thing of acceptance and rejection. As an actor, the amount of rejection that
Every
one
day.
faces is not funny. It's really not funny.
How many auditions you send every day?
Back in the day, a lot. Then there was this whole era where I was a part of a show, so I didn't have to, and I got a lot of work. And now, again, in the last 3-4 years, I've been auditioning a lot. And it's a lot of rejection that one faces.
How
On
do you
and
face
every-
it? Because it's
It's hard because you're like, so for example, one of the auditions, so maybe the casting director will call you. Firstly, you're a TV face, so half the time that you don't get considered. Oh no, because we want film actors or we want theater people, all of that happens. So there's this whole hierarchy issue. So it's not just a gender pay gap that you're fighting. We're fighting a lot of
Many.
things here. Okay, so television actors go right, they're like absolutely bottom of the ladder for some reason. I don't know why. So then you get considered. Oh, but you're a TV face. Oh, but you're from a very, very popular comedy show. I'm like, that's gonna help your project. I don't see how is that a problem. Then you go, okay, so now they've considered you. Now you've given the audition. The casting director has liked you. Maybe the director has liked you, but maybe someone at the platform hasn't liked you. Because there are 10 people on a project. And 10 is like just a number that I'm throwing. There are
It could be
actually a lot.
25.
There is a lot more. But the problem is, so when a writer has a particular
Look,
image.
feel, image, yeah.
everything in their mind. The director has one thing. The casting director has another thing. The creative director has another thing. The platform person has another thing. And of course, the latest being how many followers you really have on
And does the couch have
Instagram.
anything to do with it?
I'm sure the couch has a lot to do with it. A lot of times. I mean, it's still very much prevalent. It is very much. It's not just, but now I think the bigger evil is the whole social media thing in terms of the number. I mean, I don't know, how does it having the number of followers
Matter.
attest to your talent?
And to that role that you have to play.
Exactly. I mean, I don't think making reels is a testament to your talent. I mean,
Exactly.
I
Being
mean,
able
these
to act.
I might just get cancelled after this probably. But I'm just saying there's, yes, for 30 seconds or for 1 minute, making a reel is very difficult what content creators do. I once tried to I was on a solo birthday trip. I tried to put this tripod and take solo pictures, and I realized I was so embarrassed to do it myself because somebody would pass and I'm just like, how stupid is this looking? Why am I taking pictures of it's I'm very conscious
It
that
is
way.
difficult. We think
You know,
it's
and then I've been on holidays where I've seen people do that, tripod laga ke, you're constantly like, that's hard. Like, I can't even imagine putting 24 hours of my life on camera like that and recording every minute of it, rather. It's hard, and then editing and all of that. But I'm saying you can't be casting basis the number of followers you have. That it doesn't work that way. When you're actually acting, especially when you're doing television or when you're doing film, there's a whole process to it, and you can't just me television actor ko nahi lena. Instead, I'm taking a person from social media who has a lot of followers. It's just doesn't make sense.
So what do you do when you have that call come in that
So
ma'am?
that happens, sorry, some people respond.
Some don't even call back. Most don't call back.
Most don't. And it's despite almost 20 years of being in the business, where most people, when they meet you for the first time, they're like, oh, we love your work and this, big fan. They'll also call when they see they have relatives visiting because they want to come on the set. All of that happens. Yeah, but sorry, so and so person, it didn't go, the script, they made changes to the character. Some are very honest and they'll just be like, sorry, it didn't work out, maybe next time, and that's fair. Problem is when the project releases and then I see, I'm like, oh, I see the connection, the phone calls that must have happened because of some family member, like the nepotism that has gone.
Is it real, the nepotism?
Look, it has its own pros and cons, right? What happens is, it's easier for them. Like today, for me to call a director, the director may or may not even respond. 9 out of 10 times they don't. Some do. They won't give you probably time of the day to meet. And even if they do meet, then it's just yeah, sure, we'll see, we'll work around it. But it actually doesn't materialize into something. But that's also that is after meeting. 9 out of 10 times,
no meeting.
Yeah, there's no meeting, there's no conversation also about it. Like, have I messaged directors? Of course I have. But out of 10, maybe 1 or 2 have replied. And that's where it leaves.
So the nepo actor
They
gets
have
the
direct,
interview. But that doesn't guarantee success or popularity.
But it's that door opening. Somebody considering you.